Hey everybody, it's been a little while since I've done a video. Um, haven't had a whole lot to talk about. Haven't really felt like talking about anything. I um, had some changes in my life and just haven't totally felt like me. So I figured I'm going to do a video right now um, and talk about something that we spoke on one of the groups today, and that is somebody feeling special. I think that we all forget very often, sometimes, how special we all really are. Doesn't matter what we've done in our life, where we're at, we all have stuff to offer, and we're all extremely special. When we don't think we're special, it's really hard to act like stuff matters. It's really hard to make stuff matter. It's hard to move forward in life when we don't feel like we're special. All of us need to tell each other more, share more. Don't be afraid to be the person to say, I love you first, or I'm sorry. Don't be one of those people that counts how many times you say, I'm sorry, to somebody else in an argument or to stop the argument. You start keeping track of that stuff, and it kind of takes away the value of being one of those types of people. So now, being somebody like myself, and I know there's a lot of us out there, that I don't mind putting my feelings out on the line. I don't mind being vulnerable. But I also know I'm going to get taken advantage of. I'm going to get my feelings hurt. When you wear your feelings out for everybody to see, they're going to get stepped on, they're going to get tugged, they're going to get pulled. But that's okay. If we didn't have people that were willing to trust first, that were willing to love first, where would we be? We'd be a big society of people making everybody else earn our love and trust and not giving them an opportunity to do it. So if you're one of those people that loves the hardest, that says I love you first, that says it the most, that's awesome. Now, as far as being taken advantage of, like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm going into this knowing that I'm probably going to get taken advantage of. That doesn't mean I'm going to let you do it twice. Okay? But that also means that I'm the type of person that is super forgiving on most stuff. I don't totally cut a relationship off just because somebody did me wrong or somebody talked trash, somebody, whatever, disrespected me, depending on what it was. But for the most part, things happen. We do stupid stuff. I'm not going to let somebody continually do it. But if I loan somebody money and they don't pay me back, I'm not going to stop being friends with them. You know, if somebody relapses and starts getting high, I'm not going to stop being friends with them. I'm not that type of person. I do have a rule, though, especially with the money, that I don't give anybody money unless it's money I can afford to lose. I look at it as a gift. And the reason I do that is because if I don't, I would have lost tons of friends over the years. I don't know how many people that I probably still owe $25 to, $50 to. So if I loan you money, it's only because I have it to spare. And I may not tell the person it's a gift, but in my mind, when I loan it to them, it's a gift. If they pay me back, awesome. If they don't, not a big deal. I'm just not going to loan them any more money. But the reason I don't loan money I can't afford to lose is because we may have extremely good intentions on paying somebody back, but often it's forgot. So if I loan you $100 and that's vital for me to make my house payment, and my house payment's due on Monday, and you tell me you're going to pay me back on Friday, but you don't, I've just put myself in jeopardy to loan you $100. You're not necessarily trying to not give it back to me, but sometimes things come up and you forget and buy other stuff, whatever. I have done that a million times. So as long as I look at it as a gift to start with, I don't get into that type of situation. It's hard to become somebody like that, and not hold grudges with that kind of stuff. But it's all in our perception and our mindset. It's also really hard to compliment people these days. Making somebody feel like they're special shouldn't be a chore, shouldn't be a job to tell somebody when they've done something good, to go out of your way to thank somebody when they give you a gift or return a phone call or whatever. It shouldn't be hard to do that stuff. Now, when we compliment somebody, there's a lot of us that don't know how to take compliments very well. We're not very good at being loved. We don't know how to show it. So we might be very appreciative, but we might not look like it. The other thing that society has done has made being negative so much more acceptable than being positive, which just blows my mind. If I were to go to a grocery store somewhere and pushing my cart past somebody and I give them a compliment, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Now, if I walk by them and start talking shit about something, they just be like, oh, okay, well, it's whatever. That's the norm our society has gotten to. That's not okay. What happened to loving each other? What happened to respecting each other? So during this, I've seen, I've witnessed it, I've been a part of it, whatever, that a lot of people have lost their ability to give genuine compliments. There's such a thing as an empty compliment. It doesn't mean that we're being fake. It just means that the compliment sucks. So if somebody is mad at me, they're going to have absolutely no problem telling me all the things I've done wrong and why I'm an asshole. It's going to come out. So why don't we do the same thing when we're complimenting somebody? Think about it. How often do you tell somebody, oh, you're awesome. Oh, you're a good mom. Oh, you're a good friend. It's nice to hear that stuff. Oh, you're pretty. I don't hear that one. But why don't we fill those with the same abundance that we would the negative stuff? Tell somebody why you think they're pretty. Because you like their hair, you like their eyeliner, their lipstick, whatever. Tell somebody that they're awesome, and don't stop there. Tell them why. Because they're caring, compassionate, funny. Whatever characteristics it is that made you think of that compliment, tell them. Be thorough. Be thorough. Give somebody as much love as you would the negative stuff. Pay attention to how you talk to people. We're all special and we all need to feel that way. If we hold grudges, if we don't communicate clearly, we're not going to be able to make somebody feel that way. Now, if somebody did me wrong, hurt my feelings, and I cut them out of my life, I probably just lost a good person or a good friend over something trivial. Is it really worth that? Not normally. My fiance gives me a hard time sometimes because I let people get away with too much and I don't say anything. Or people do the same things multiple times. And I don't let it bother me most of the time because it's not worth losing the person over. I don't know how many times I've made the same mistakes. I've screwed up still. I still do that stuff. I still borrow money and forget to pay it back. I can't even tell you how much money I owe my parents, and it's all been under the same pretense, well, I'll pay you back next week. Well, I have every good intention of it, but then something else comes up. If they cut me out of their life every time that happened, I wouldn't have had parents years ago. If I cut people out of my life for the same reasons, I wouldn't have very many friends because people do say stupid things and make mistakes. I don't take it personally most of the time. Try not to. There's just not a lot of room in my life. I've got enough stress, enough things going on. School, work, kids. I don't need to complicate my friendships or to overthink things when somebody does something. People change. A lot of times we're not even running on current information. Just because somebody did me wrong a year ago doesn't mean they're that same person now. If I was going to go buy stocks in the stock market, am I going to go look up statistics on that company from a year ago? Absolutely not. I want current, up-to-date statistics for that company to see how they're doing so I know if I want to invest my money. Same thing with a person. Just because they were on the lower end before or they did something wrong doesn't mean they're not worth me investing my time and my love and my energy into, especially if it was in the past. Because current current stuff may not be the same. Current information is going to be pertinent in those situations. I wasn't a very good person 10 years ago. I am now. So the people that cut me off 10 years ago, they're missing out on the person that I am today. They don't get to see the changes that I've made. They don't get to benefit from them because they cut me out, and that's fine. That's their choice. But I don't have time for that. I don't want that. Society as a whole needs to be more loving. We need to figure out how to do this with each other because we are all special. So sorry about the long video. I'm kind of skipping all over the place. Just trying to collect my thoughts. I love you guys. Have a great day.